Oh, darn it, stop picking up. Oh, that's disappointing. Anyways, welcome to the Wild Wild West here for the next round of the 3-Wide TV 2003 Cup Series. We are back in the time machine here at the Phoenix International Raceway. Such a lovely version of this track, and hopefully they don't absolutely ruin it in the future. But anyways, I am joined with my broadcast partners, Victor Aldrich and Carlos Acosta. First of all, Victor, how you looking forward to this one? I know we're in your motherland this time around.
Yeah, we're in my backyard here in Phoenix, Arizona today, so I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of big names at the front. This track seems to produce the best of the best. We'll also see a few surprises, I'm sure, as this track seems to pull out some of the drivers you don't expect sometimes. So interested to see who might sneak out of the pack as not usually at the front at a track like this.
Absolutely. This is definitely one of the most unique tracks on the schedule for the 03 Cup Series, so seeing how everyone manages it is gonna be interesting. So far, our pole sitter is the 40 Tyler Fody with a 27.574. Ryan Borges is sitting in P2 at a 27.617. On board with Daniel Gore. Bounty Hunter off of turn 4. Oh, big sideways there. Trent Roloff really having. Yeah. See, the 08 will be able to get it back to the checkered flag to complete his lap. Looking at our points leader right now, Tate Lytle in the 56.
Yeah, with Tyler Fody sitting on the front row at the moment, this is a big lap here for Tate Lytle.
On lap 2 now, first lap not the best for the points leader. Looking at Matthew Weeks.
Great looking car here for Weeks.
Absolutely.
Lytle's coming by for lap 2 and
new quick time. Tate Lytle to the pole with a 27.528. A monster lap from Lytle late in the session, exactly what he needed, and exactly what Tyler Fody didn't want to see.
Now Lytle was quickest in warm-up, so no surprise to see him at the top. We'll see if he can hold that through the race. Nice lap for Weeks as well. See those top two really separating themselves as Tate Lytle with the 27.528 and Fody with the 27.574.
Yeah, those two are the only ones in the 27.5s. As qualification is just about to wrap up here.
Yeah, 22 cars total, it looks like, have taken a lap here.
And now we are about to get ready with our starting grid.
Give it a second, boys.
Your front row, Tate Lytle in the 56 next to the 40 of Tyler Fody. The top two in the points, top two in the race. Ryan Borges in the 42 and Johnny Thomas in the 4 make up row 2. Row 3 features the 69 of Daniel Gore and the 11 of Matthew Weeks. Blake Norgard on the 12 and Cale Pocock in the 81 on row 4. Caleb Becumer in the 59 and Logan Helton in the 63 round out the top 10 and take it away, Victor, for the rest of the field.
Ryan Gavel and Joey Bailey starting alongside in row 6. Then you got David Westergreen and Joshua Chin. Starting 15th, Tyler Pop. 16th, Frank Fody. Dustin Dewar and David Phillips started 17th and 18th. Roloff and Andrew Hardcastle, 19th and 20th. And Goodman and Boutwell, 21st and 22nd.
Alrighty, and we are just about ready to pull away. Only one pace lap here that we need to worry about for the opener, since it is a mile track. Now, who are your picks to win, guys?
You know, obviously we got your eyes on the front row, but if we're picking outside of that, I'm really interested in Ryan Borges starting so far up the field here in third. I know he's been looking for that win, and flat track may suit his style here.
Personally, for me, I think the winner might just come from the person in the same row as him. I think Johnny Thomas is going to get that machine victory lane tonight.
I'm going to go with Matthew Weeks. This is absolutely a track that fits Matt's driving style to a T. I think he's going to be a tough one to beat here.
Mentioned it before, that car would look beautiful in victory lane.
Absolutely.
3 races to go.
As the pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Tate Lytle will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go, and we are underway at Phoenix. Good jump from Lytle as he's gonna clear Tyler Fody. Oh, we already got cars going around. Oh, it's a big one. Chin and Pecumer, massive damage, and I think a couple other cars around on the inside as well. Oh, one of Ryan Gable. Oh boy, that didn't take long.
Yeah, it closes up quick there off of turn 2. You almost have nowhere to go once the car goes around.
Absolutely not, especially in turn 1 and 2. See, oh. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of contact from Gable into Pecumer, which sends the 59 around. It just sends him up. Joshua Chin, nowhere to go. Huge damage for that 93.
Fortunate to not collect any more cars there, as Gable was spinning around on the inside of the track at the same time. Very good avoidance by the back of the field there.
Yeah. Believe it or not, no meatballs. Joshua Chin says he has 11 minutes of repairs, but no actual meatballs, which is one of the craziest things I have ever seen, Vic.
Hey, he's got time to go get some ice cream and get back to the car if he wants. Not a very warm day, only 78-degree track temp. But you can always get some ice cream when you're in Arizona, right?
Absolutely. Gotta cool down some way over there.
Great to see the grandstands packed full here down the front stretch at PIR. They know it's at stake here today.
They must, as we are already 1 to green here at Phoenix.
Humor and pop off a pit road. Not sure if Pop was maybe topping off a bit.
Yeah, interesting call from the two there. Obviously, we know why the 59 was there, but interesting strategy call for Tyler Pop. We'll see how it works.
He was popping off.
Top off or pop off. As we see the pace car get ready to make the hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Tate Lytle once again lead us to the restart zone. Green means go, and we are back underway at Phoenix.
Thomas was really enticed to go up the outside. There's a whole lane left to the outside near the wall. Decided to back out. Sorry for jumping in there.
No, absolutely. And there was a bit of a checkup further in the field, too, that looked like it was going to cause a serious stack up. As Fody looking to the outside of Lytle, Tate able to hold him off.
I think if this was later
we got a car spinning in the background. Michael Goodman. Single car spin. We stay green for now.
Nice job by Goodman keeping it going. Unfortunate spin though for the 44.
Absolutely. Here's the replay. Whoa,
he almost got that insinuated.
Yeah, what avoidance by Ryan Gable. Oh man. The 01 has been the centerpiece of this race, being involved in almost everything at this point. Great job from Ryan to miss that, though.
We might need a few extra cameras on his car.
Meanwhile,
like
Pocock, Pocock and Logan Helton are side by side here. Kale really working that outside. That's the place to be when you're trying to make passes. Helton gonna extend it on down, pull a slider. He's gonna clear the 81. And Kale not gonna.
Gave him the room there.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to try the crossover, but just was not able to get back to the 63. A great move from Helton. Steve Tate continues to try to pull away from his championship rival.
Gorgeous hold tight with the top two.
Meanwhile, Matthew Weeks is all over the back of Daniel Gore, looking to the inside of the 69.
Not an easy move here at Phoenix on that low line. You don't have the grip the high line has and the momentum off the corner.
Absolutely, but Weeks able to inch ahead as we got off of the corner. Or still alongside, able to power through, and it's like Weeks might have to just tuck back in.
Right to the quarter pin. Oh wow.
Absolutely. Oh, super close.
That's Weeks. Great job by Weeks.
Yeah, you saw him give plenty of room off of the exit when they got onto the front stretch. Ooh, that's a real good corner from Weeks. He has the opportunity to throw a slider if he wants to. That might be the only way he can. But he's not far enough alongside to do it. Gore's going to power around again.
I think it's a testament, you know, to how important track position is at this track. Daniel Gore refusing to give that spot up.
Yeah, and you're seeing exactly why play out perfectly here. It's so easy to just maintain that momentum, like you said. Just nothing. Matthew Weeks accidentally hit his Lamau keybind mid-battle. Which honestly is the best way to describe what it's like trying to make a pass at this place. As these two now have a late Norgard right behind them.
Yeah, I'm interested in how Norgard is going to do here today. I think he's got a very, good style that would work for this track as well. It's got a great road racing background, and a track like this really seems to benefit those type of drivers.
And he also is really good at kind of flat tire save races like here. You know, I saw him have a great run in the trucks at IRP a few months ago. So it's not all that surprising to see the 12 running well here.
I think he just needs the luck to fall his way. He's had quite a few unfortunate incidents so far this season, and maybe he can turn it around here in the final few races.
And it's not just here. He caught a big bad break last night and got the absolute shaft a couple times on Sunday. So Leighton needs a good run to turn it around. See Pop. Oh, giving a little bit of a hip check to David Phillips. Can't imagine the 03 is going to be happy with that. Now Phillips is going to lose another spot here to Gable. Phillips kind of got the wall on entry 2, which really helped the 01 complete the pass. Tyler Pop is wasting no time trying to get back to the front. Only up to P14 for the man who I believe is third in points.
These guys really getting stacked up behind Daniel Gore.
Yeah.
Too off pace or anything, but maybe looking a bit too much in his mirrors at the moment with all this speed behind him.
Yeah, the bounty hunter doing a great job of keeping everyone at bay behind. And if you're Matthew Weeks, what do you do? What do you do differently? You know, you really only have that one avenue to make a pass on the inside, but you know clear as day that it's just not going to work at this point. But the likelihood of being able to get to the outside corner of Daniel Gore isn't likely. So what do you do if you're the 11 car, Victor?
Yeah, you're right. You know, unless you can get to that outside, it's kind of like just got to keep going for that inside move. And I think he'll get it done here eventually. The tires are starting to wear out a bit more, but just setting up for that run off the corner and get the long run down the straight, so you're not just a long side going into the corner, but maybe even like a nose or so ahead. Then you should be able to clear by the exit of the following corner. But easier said than done, you know, from up here in the booth. I know personally it's taken me, you know, maybe 40, 50 laps sometimes at this track, which is part of the beauty of it is the racing that you have to do to get by just even one car can be aggravating, but at the same time, just like I said, beautiful. It's so much fun to go back and forth and try to get that pass done.
Absolutely, and Matthew Weeks is also in need of a good run because last night's Grand National race, it didn't exactly go to plan for old Weeks, and that's all I'll say about it. So Matthew voicing a little bit of displeasure over the radio.
Frustration setting in.
You see Helt looking to the inside of Norgard as Weeks once again trying to make the move.
Oh,
what?
I think these guys are a little upset with each other right now. Maybe that surprises me because they've been racing each other so clean, but they're losing some time and it's showing.
Yeah, and Weeks wasn't able to send the slider. Gore's gonna hang on the quarter panel. As you saw Helt get by Norgard. And he's just in time to,
He's ready to pounce.
yeah, right here at the traffic jam.
Is he gonna
Makes
send
you
it all
wonder-
the way high?
Yeah. He could catch these two off guard. Too busy worrying about each other, and the 63 just slipped by. At least that's what Helton is hoping for. Ooh! So
Incredible
close. There is a massive line behind this battle. All aboard the Gore train. Choo choo! Which, you know, that actually sounds like a really good name for like a
Pretty wide.
C-rate horror movie. Is Helton maybe thinking about taking it 3? He backs out for now. Oh, this might be it. Oh,
Weeks
Wicks
had to
couldn't
run.
get clear.
I think he'll get him into 3.
Yeah, this might be it. Weeks has to send the slider. And no, he doesn't send it in. Gore tries to hang on.
What a
and he-
drive by Gore.
Oh, but Weeks is going to have him clear now. Oh, what a battle. After all that time, Matthew Weeks finally clears the 69, and he is off set sail and try to track down Johnny Thomas.
Boy, I'm sure that seemed like a lot longer than whatever 15, 20 laps that it was for Weeks. You know, he was really working hard there.
Yeah, Weeks probably thinks that we're already halfway through the race and how long it was
Yeah.
taking to get by that Ford Taurus.
Well, I do see it looks like Joshua Chin did disconnect, so the damage was just too much to take and work with here today.
Yeah, not surprising at all. You know, it was going to be a bajillion laps down by the time that 93 car got to any sort of drivable fashion.
Yeah, maybe
Now-
there were a few more cautions in between that might have helped him stay in the race, but definitely understand.
Yeah, unfortunately for his sake, we've been caution free since that turn 2 incident. As you see, Helton gets by Daniel Gore.
So evenly matched back here, like 6th through 10th in the field. It's incredible.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's going around.
Norgard and Joey
Nice
Bailey!
save.
Norgard gonna save it, my goodness!
I think Bailey gave him a little nudge to keep him going the right direction, but not the
Yeah.
contact needed initially, though.
No, and I think Norgard lost the most spots, but I think Joey Bailey got the worst end of that. At least on my end, it looked like some significant front damage for the 35, and yep, it looks to still be there. So, unbelievable save from Norgard. Tucks back behind David Westergreen.
Norgard gets back to that 23. I'm interested to see what might happen.
Yeah, and I can't imagine it's probably not going to be that far in the future that that damage on the 35 is probably going to hinder that Monte Carlo pretty significantly. As Norgard confirmed no damage on the 12. So yeah, track position loss, but no performance loss on that 12, thankfully, outside of the his tires probably being as hot as the surface of the sun.
And inside that helmet right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I
you,
do see a bit of damage on that rear left. Looking at his car a little closer, that rear quarter panel definitely bent in quite a bit.
I don't know. See, that's what I thought too, but comparing it to the rear of some of the other cars, it doesn't look all that much different to me, as weird as that is. Like, even looking back to the 03 behind him, it looks almost exactly the same, I think. I don't know. I might be talking out my hind quarter region on this one, but
It looks like some scuff marks of damage here, though. Kind of odd shape.
yeah, as you see, Gore trying to get by the 03 himself. Phillips keeps clipping the outside wall on the entry of one. I can't fault them for that. It's easy to do, especially the line you have to take. I've done it a few times myself in qualifying as well.
Yeah, it's almost been said to aim for that wall back in the day.
Yeah, and there's like a little out too. Like you see the wall kind of juts to the outside, so it kind of beckons you to take that higher entry in because you see that extra room that only exists on the entry right there. As Phillips and Dorr continue to battle, seems to be the closest battle on the track.
Yeah, gap up front remains the same. Top three separated each by about a second, 1.2. And then you got Johnny Thomas about 4.5 seconds back of them.
Yeah, Weeks is starting to make a little bit of inroads on Johnny Thomas. He's cut a couple tenths off a whole lot.
Yeah, he's about, let's see, he was 500s quicker last time by. Yeah, quicker again that time by nearly a tenth, so definitely making some inroads.
Meanwhile, everyone's starting to stack up behind the damage 35 here. That right front damage is really starting to take effect.
Seeing we're at 69 degrees for the ambient temperature, which I tell you, we don't get in Arizona too often.
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, Lord knows I would much rather have this compared to seeing all the white outside of my window.
Oh wow, you have snow in Ohio.
Yeah, usually it doesn't start till January, but yeah,
it's early this year.
Just so great, so thrilled about it.
Got the jacket out a little sooner.
Lidded snow is not a thing I have ever said outside of the song.
Yeah, when I saw the snow during the games this weekend, I was very surprised.
Yep. Yeah, Mother Nature's decided to get started early. Is Western Green not able to make a whole lot of inroads on Joey Bailey. In fact, he's having to focus more out of his rear view mirror than his front-facing windshield. Norgard looking to get by as Dorr also looking to the inside of David Phillips.
You know, I'll never forget one time out here at PIR. It was the spring race, so in March or April. Actually had snow on the mountains there off the backstretch. The Estrella Mountains were snow covered on the peaks. It was just so scenic, and the sun was out by the time the race was going, so it was just unreal.
Honestly, I would have been terrified. Snow in the desert seems like the end of times. As Norgard to the inside of David Westergreen. Norgard ships it off down into the corner, and he's going to clear. He will clear the 22.
Sights on that 35. I think I mentioned the 23 earlier. I just had a habit with Bubba in the McDonald's car, but yeah, that 35 now directly ahead of Norgard, and I see if we'll get any payback or a little bump and run, something, or does he make it clean?
Or if Bailey makes the business decision to go, yeah, my bad, you can take it.
Sends it into one. Norgard's not waiting around.
He is not. Still your closest battle on the track right now. Oh, he tried. I think Bailey is still going to be putting up a fight here. No business decisions to
There's
come
some-
from this.
I thought I was totally sending it there.
The door about to make the pass on Phillips.
Yeah, great battle in here.
I think Dusty's going to clear him off of 4. Yes, sir.
Now, we are
Move the
forward
32 up
laps,
another spot.
into this tire run. It's amazing to see these guys running so well and so hard, competitively, side by side. Just love it.
Absolutely. Impressive racing from everyone. There's a bit of a debris there on the inside of the back straightaway.
Okay, I'm
I've
loving
got-
it. You saw some debris though. What was it, like a?
I couldn't tell what it was. Big hot dog. There
Called a
so,
rattlesnake dog.
There's so many jokes to be made, and I am not touching any of them. As you see, Norgard gets to the inside of Bailey.
Maybe a little business decision there. I don't know he intended to go up high, but
Yeah,
32 in the
Rob.
wall.
Yeah, he
Really?
will still stick ahead of the 03 as now Westergreen jumps to the outside of Bailey.
Now Dewar's using the old Martinsville Chastain line, just send it around the wall.
No kidding. Westergreen is going to make that pass effortlessly. You see the difference it makes when he can get to the outside. It took Westergreen like half a lap to get it done instead of lap after lap after lap that it takes everyone else.
Yeah, it's like ice on the inside line. You have to be so careful on exit that you don't spin the tires or go around. And while the high line has the luxury, I would say, of really getting to the gas earlier, putting it down and getting straight down the straightaway. Big advantage to that high line.
Absolutely is now Dorr trying to take his turn. And got Sam Boutwell on pit road 4 laps down. I'm wondering if that's where that bit of debris might have come from. I've seen Orgard just absolutely running away.
Taking a look at Sam here, looks like he's missing the front end of his car.
Yeah, that's what that debris looked like, so I think mystery solved.
Looks like, unfortunately, the 21 spun off of turn 4. Obviously not bringing out the caution, but collected the inside wall, thus ruining his front end and now getting that damage repaired.
Yeah, heartbreaker for Sam.
Looking back a little further in the field, great battle still going on. Bailey trying to hold his position with that damage. Also watching Tyler Pop now close up on Daniel Gore for position. That's for 7th.
Yeah, and Bailey is absolutely praying for a caution. Let's see, it's like Helton and Johnny Thomas.
Yeah.
Johnny is really... go on, Victor.
Yeah, just a lot of individual battles going on the track right now.
Yeah, you see the poor Johnny Thomas, he's really starting to fade here. Matthew Weeks got by a little bit ago, and now Logan Helton trying to get by as well. It's a battle for the final spot in the top 5.
Boy, a caution could really be interesting with some of these guys that have made their way through the field. They could have anything to say for Bodie and Lytle at the front.
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of, I think Tyler Bodie is on pit road right now.
You are correct.
Gorgeous as well. Interesting.
trying to go undercut.
Yeah, looks like two-stop
Vital
strategy
answers.
for these two. Yes, they're race leader in as well, like you said. And now, are any of these guys gonna get Ethan Stanley here?
Great stop for Tyler Fode. He's got a good gap out of the pits.
The David Westergreen in as well. So right now you got the 2 and the 69 having a heated battle right now. They're going to be side by side off 4.
Fode made up a good amount of time in that pit exchange.
That he did. You see Logan Helton off and away. Bailey and Roloff in. So far, your race leader right now is the 11, Matthew Weeks. As the two blue and white Tauruses are still battling hard. We know that 69 is not going to give up easily, especially with all we've seen tonight already.
Tyler Fode's turned up the wick a bit here. He's put in the quickest lap of the race at 27.652, and that time by over 2/10 quicker than Tate Lytle. So see if he can make a pass here before the pit sequence is over.
Boy, people are not happy with Daniel Gores having the audacity to hold his line. As Logan Helt made it 3 wide. Wow. You gotta be careful and not cause the caution you absolutely don't want to see. Yeah,
Very
a lot of
interesting.
people. Yeah, a lot of people are unsatisfied with having to race, battle for position.
How
Like,
dare they?
Or doing nothing wrong at all. He is racing his race and doing what he needs to do to keep his positions on track, and has every right to do what he's doing and try to race for every position out there. So good on the 69 car for continuing to race hard.
and it's not like I'm seeing him do anything over aggressive. You know, he's literally
Not at
just
all.
holding his line in the middle. Like, there's definitely instances you could think of where you go, come on, that's not necessary.
Yeah.
But
And we're
Or is-
celebrating the good driving and good racing, so it's too bad to hear some drivers just aren't very happy with having to drive harder than they'd like to at this point in the race. Understand there's 100 laps to go, but at the same time, there is only 100 laps to go, and you never know what can happen in a race. So
yeah, and it's not like this is a draft track where hard side-by-side racing is risking you lose the draft and really messing up
Sure.
your race. This is a flat mile oval with big, heavy stock cars. Like, it's not going to be an issue. So this shouldn't be an issue. So it's just wild to hear some of what we're hearing on the radio.
we've seen some really close racing for the lead right now. So vital to the inside of Bailey at contact. Fode gets to the outside. Oh my gosh, almost a crash with the leaders.
Yeah, this is a big mass of humanity right here.
Ooh, contact.
Wow. Yeah, Bailey came across the nose of Lytle through the dog leg. I don't know if he knew Lytle was sending it in on the inside, but they made it through cleanly. Cody looking on the high side here through 3 and 4.
Yeah, that was almost the break Tyler Fody needed.
Going for the lead in 1.
Yes, he is. Sends it to the inside of Tate Lytle.
I should say the net lead, but yes.
Scared me.
These two continuing to battle as Ryan Gable start to pull away.
Dewar saves it down the front stretch. Almost to the inside wall in front of the Lytle and Fody.
Yeah, these two are having to dodge so much. They're not quite in the danger zone because they are back on the lead lap, so they're not going to be absolutely up a creek if we get a caution. So not quite, they're not in Ethan Stanley range, but I don't think they would want to see the caution, because I think if the caution does come out right now, you have to pit if you're the two effective leaders, right? Oh, Pop finally gets by Gore.
I do apologize for not recognizing Weeks, more as the leader here, but he is the current leader along with Johnny Thomas and Ryan Gable, the top 3. Just focusing on Lytle and Fody as they have pit already. But I did see some smoke there in turn 3. Did you see something, Carlos?
Yeah, that was contact between, oh, you go ahead and say it.
Yeah, Pop getting the elbows out on the 69.
It's like Norgard in. I'm a bit surprised though, with Lytle and Fody pitting on around lap 55, that those like Weeks and Thomas, excuse me, are still out there now on lap 71. It's a big gap in the difference when they decided to pit.
Yeah, and it makes you now wonder, are some guys going to be able to pull a one-stop?
They must be going for that.
Interesting.
Hoping for some cautions, maybe. You got to think, just naturally, I don't know if they'd be able to make it on one stop without any yellows, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, hard to say. It just depends on when they finally bring it down. Matthew Weeks, our current race leader, is bringing it down right now, which would
no,
put
he's
him.
not. Now he is.
Yep, he's on now.
I bet you Tyler Fody's just got to be wondering or thinking how bad he wanted to get by Lytle there and really had the opportunity.
Yeah, the unfortunate Fody almost had his chance, but just wasn't quite able to take advantage as Tate's starting to eat the gap back out. So looking at the pit laps, Matthew Weeks, he would be a couple laps short of being able to make it to the end, because he pit on lap 73, which is about, what is it, 146 lap?
Saving like 10 laps of fuel. I don't know if that's doable.
Yeah.
They need 12 more laps to reach halfway. 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start coasting off of turn 4 and turn 2 all the way.
I think they're all at their limits now.
David Westergreen trying to see if he can earn himself an extra $20 from Tyler Fody. The fact that they're now
for West Green.
absolutely. D-West, of course, a big Warburton fan.
Yeah, looks like he updated it a bit here for Phoenix. Looks nice with that batter up. Must be a baseball podcast, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, I believe it's Bat Flip podcast, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
As the two blue and white Fords make their way down pit road. So this is interesting. Hop and Gore are the closest. Hop pitting right now, which is about 1 lap short of halfway.
He did have those extra laps by pitting during
Yeah,
the
that is the issue, is you're not going to be able to recreate that extra time you were able to save under caution.
Yeah, it seems like there need to be a significant amount of caution laps.
Oh, Tyler Pop got a black flag.
Oh, wow.
Wow. David Phillips also got a black flag as well. And Caleb McHumor also now has a meatball.
Wonder if the engine blew.
Yeah, you're probably right, because now that I think about it, he didn't have one off after the initial wreck, but I don't think I remember seeing him back on track at all since the initial wreck, so I think you're right about that.
Left the keys in the ignition. Sometimes you got to do that in Arizona. Keep the car cool. You know, I'm sure you do that with the heater.
Absolutely. Just looking, did Johnny Thomas have issues on his stop? Because he is 1 lap down in T9.
Oh, yeah.
Behind even Joey Bailey.
Heartbreak for Thomas.
He had an 18.8 second pit stop as Bailey hits the wall and comes across the 28-42.
Borges.
Borges is going around!
Keeps it off the wall. Oh, no, he
he's-
does.
That's going to be
He's
a
on
tally.
the grass.
No caution.
Yeah.
That front end. Wow, I can't believe only one car went around from all that.
Absolutely.
I don't even think
You
he
see
fully went
Thomas-
around.
Ugh.
Bailey.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw the 35 get contact from the Ford, ship the 35 up the track, and it ends up being 4 wide. Borges nowhere to go, clobbers into the 35, and that demolishes the front. Yeah.
I should have just bent it back, you feel?
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Ryan Borges.
Yeah,
Borges-
that was my pick for the race. He had a great run going.
Borges
Yep,
went down
and
pit road,
Bailey.
obviously, to repair the damage. I got a black flag, so I'm assuming maybe
Oh.
his night is done. I think
Yeah.
he may just get out of the car.
Yeah.
No fun. Clouds coming over the track here.
Absolutely.
Cooling it down a bit.
Our two race leaders, Tate Lytle with a 1 second lead over Tyler Fody.
Yeah, and that lead between Fody and Lytle is that 1 second gap. Then you have to go 16 seconds back to third place, Logan Helton. Then Matthew Weeks is 21 seconds back. We only have 4 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah. Interesting to see if we can eat into that gap with those much fresher tires.
Yeah, we will
Meanwhile-
see that come around, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, Joey Bailey has officially retired from the race.
So the front two, actually the top three, pit around lap 55, and we're at about 30 laps into this run right now. Do you pit again at 55 laps through this run, or do you go a little further? What do you think?
That is the million-dollar question here. You know, it depends on what you value more, overcut or undercut. So I think if you're Tyler Fody, you might look to pull the undercut again, since that was very effective and nearly almost got him the lead.
Because we're right about the point now, I think, where you can make it the rest of the way on one stop. You should be able to make it the rest of the way from here.
Yes. Man, Logan Helton running so low off of turn 4. I thought he was pit.
Finding some extra grip down there.
Yeah. And you see him really wrapping the yellow line in 1 and 2, almost getting the apron. That 63 looks smooth.
It's a common line back in the day with the USAC sprint cars. They'd run that line and really hook the apron to get around the corner. And I think Tony Stewart was pretty notorious for that back in the day here.
Yep, that sounds like old smoke. As we see Norgard getting closer to Ryan Gable. Might have a battle for P5 brewing here. And also fighting for the first car 1 lap down as well. See the 2 race leaders right there, almost directly in front of them. See Gable going to the inside of David Phillips, who is 3 laps down after serving his penalty from the pit stop. Looks like Tyler Popp is back on pit road.
Phillips also looking quicker than our leaders here, as well as Tyler Fody with the fresher tires, even though he is as many laps down as he is. So it's a kind of a weird situation as a car 3 laps down trying to race the leaders, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you're out there still.
No kidding, as Ryan Borges is officially called in tonight as well.
Yeah. Too bad. That car looked real quick early on.
It sure did. As you saw the 40 wiggle a little bit, now Gable trying to get by.
And this is a hard point for Fody because you know these guys are quicker. Let them by. Don't race them too hard, but you're losing time to Lytle at the same time. So kind of a balancing act that's just really hard to juggle here.
Yeah, well, your hope as Tyler Fody is Gable will run down Tate, cost him the same amount of time that you lost as he tries to get by. Tyler Popp has called in a night. So far, Norgard not able to make nearly as much ground on the leaders, get his lap back like Gable's doing.
Boy, I tell you, by the end of this next pit cycle, we stay green. We might only have 2 cars on the only lap.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like an IndyCar race.
Yeah. Now you see Tyler Fody getting by the lap car, Sam Boutwell. It's like Sam got all of his damage repaired and is back out circulating the track. Tate continues to lead. He has absolutely stretched his gap out. It's now up to 2.2 seconds.
Cody may have had a chance to get by in that last pit cycle, but I don't know if he would have been able to hold Lytle off at this point in the run. So, you know, it's going to be in those first 30 laps that Cody has a shot at taking the lead and trying to hold him back.
Yeah.
Maybe another undercut would be the best way to get this done. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to mention. You know, the strategy calculations has to be going in the 40 camp.
It's kind of like in between right now. You could maybe run another 10 laps and then be in between that shorter stop and the long stop, but that's tough. This is when I rely on my crew chief.
Yeah, I don't have that luxury because I have my crew chief, so...
Yeah. And my crew chief's a dog, so...
As we see Weeks looking to the inside of Helt, he's right down to 63. Ooh. Oh man, that's close.
Good racing here, wow.
Absolutely.
For the podium.
Yeah, you know Weeks has to be getting some PTSD thinking of the earlier battles with Gore on this one.
Hopefully a bit more understanding as to why Helton may want to hold this spot.
Yeah.
He is all over that rear bumper. This is some tense racing. Guys are just giving it their all.
Yeah, oh, Weeks trying to see if he can get the run going way high, ripping the lip. Don't see that here all that often. Oh, and awesome. A big wiggle. Tried to get the power down to take advantage of all that momentum, and oh, nearly took too much advantage there.
The track said too much, too much. Oh, and
yeah.
This Cody's down pit lane.
Oh, there it is. And so it begins. The final round of green flag pit stop begins. And what does the 56 do?
I think you got to just answer right back if you're Lytle. Even if you don't want to, like, don't even risk it.
He's in. Race leader in.
Sometimes it's like, do the opposite of what the leader does. But as the leader, it's like, all right, do what everybody else behind me does.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, looks like Foney's down and away.
We made up quite a bit of time on the last round. Let's see what happens here.
Wester Green and Trent Roloff are also down. See, the left side's going up. Down and away goes the 56. Slightly slower stop, but not slow enough. It looks like he's still going to be ahead of Tyler Fody, and he is.
And Tyler getting a little help from Frank Fody there off of turn 4 and set his sights back on Lytle. Oh wait, Norgard's car just blew up on pit lane.
Oh, late Norgard?
Oh, that wasn't Norgard. Who was that?
It was either Caleb Pecumer or Andrew Hardcastle. They both have meatball flags.
Must be Hardcastle, yeah.
Tyler Fody is running him down.
There we go. Off of turn 2, got a lot of momentum.
Oh boy. Yeah, Fody seems to be much quicker than Tate on the short run. We saw it on the last round of stops.
He's got to make the pass here. Oh, sideways off 4. Loud traffic definitely helped Bodie, but he is still a bit quicker down the backstretch.
Yeah, looks like he's starting to stretch the gap out again. I don't know if that 40 is going to have enough to get him at this point.
And just like agonizingly close for Bodie.
Yeah, it's gut-wrenching seeing how close you are to the lead as Tate moves to the inside of Norgard. Bodie going to follow him through. Tyler didn't catch Leighton at the best part of the track. It cost him a little bit of time. Tyler still holding on.
Great shot. These cars going down to turn 1.
Meanwhile, your race leader is Matthew Weeks. Seeing how long can they stretch the fuel.
Yeah. So with 73 on that first run with the caution, so maybe gave an extra 3 to 5 laps.
Weeks is about a 1.5 second lead over Logan Helton.
And then Lytle and Bodie are now catching up to Gable in third. Running about a second a lap quicker. Laps are ticking by though. Not much time left.
Yeah, right now the closest battle on the track is between the 01 and the 56.
And I'm not sure if you mentioned, but I also see Tyler Popp is disconnected from the race, so call it a day.
Yeah, as you see a big wiggle from Matthew Weeks there. Meanwhile, Tate just not quite easy work. They both wiggled a little bit. But Tate completes the pass, Bodie completes the pass. And on they go.
Where we'll see Lytle start opening up that gap again. Some clean air on the nose of the 56, and that's just that's tough for the 40 to keep up with.
Absolutely. Oh, looks like Weeks is going to be bringing it in. So clearly he wasn't trying to see how far he can stretch it.
Lytle does such a great job at being patient on entry and getting that drive off. Bodie, though, really sends it into the corner, trying to hope to get the drive off, but just Lytle very smooth on exit. Look at this now. Weeks out of the pits just in front of the leaders.
So it makes you wonder when we're going to see the 63 down.
Yeah, it's almost like taking your medicine at this point. Might be best to stay out if you're Helton as long as you can and just hope a caution comes out. That way you stay on the lead lap. Meanwhile, you know, the Weeks who just hit, he's a lap down, almost 2 laps down, so
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to pit early as Cale Pocock is bringing it down. Tate is only about 4 seconds away from retaking the lead of this race the hard way. Fody is still stuck to around half a second.
He's running about a half a lane higher than Lytle, trying to get that momentum and exit speed, but seems to be working a bit better this round for Fody. Just still not quite able to close that gap, though.
You saw Matthew Weeks get one of his laps back. Current roll off looking to the inside of Daniel Gore. It is not a battle for position. Gore holding on to P7 right now is one of the last to pit on that first cycle. Late Norgard get by Frank Fody, also not a battle for position. Frank Fody right now running in the top 5.
Yeah, great run for Frank. Tate Lytle right now about a 1/10 of a second a lap quicker than Fody the last few laps, so seeing that gap starting to open up again.
Yeah, like I said, seems like Fody is a bit quicker, a bit equal on the short run, but as the run starts to go on, Tate starts to pull away. He's probably only going to be about 1 lap or so before these two catch up to the race leader, Logan Helton. There you see only about a couple tenths. Lytle to Helton. Oh, look at the speed from the pressure tires. There he goes to the inside. New race leader, Tate Lytle.
Yeah, and we'll be at 30 to go this time by, so time's running out for the 40 car. I don't know if anyone has anything for Lytle here today.
Yeah, I think everyone else is going to need a caution to have any hopes of catching the 56. A unique line from Ryan Gable there. I thought he was going towards the wall on that one.
See Johnny Thomas still running around here down the back stretch. He's hoping for a better run today, but still out here looking to finish the race and hopefully get another top 10.
Yeah, that first pit stop really put the four in a bad position. He's mostly recovered, he's holding on to the 6th spot, but I believe he's still gonna have to make one more stop, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like almost everyone has to make another stop except their top two, and they're well in front of everyone without any cautions. They've just been able to pull away.
Yeah, this is pretty well a beatdown from these two.
Gap now 1.5 seconds back from Lytle to Fody.
Oh, looks like Logan Helton has brought it in.
So Ryan Gable and Frank Fody still to pit.
Wait for those cars to bring it down for the final time.
You take a look at the left side of the screen there, you see our schedule with the upcoming races remaining. 3 races after today: Pocono, Texas, and Homestead. When you think about those 3 races, they're pretty big tracks, and I don't know who you think that favors, but we know Lytle's been good at them. Fody, though, I think is really good at those 1.5 plus tracks. Might see some fuel-saving races.
Yeah, this has definitely been one of the more interesting races we've had this season. I think this is going to be one of our fewest caution-filled races.
Very well.
Only just that one caution on lap 2, on turn 2 rather. See Tate Lytle put Daniel Gore a lap down. And there it is, Frank Fody on pit road. Dustin Door will also bring it down pit road. There it is, there's 32. So far, Matthew Weeks, one of the few that have made his final stop. He is running down Johnny Thomas to break into P4.
We are at 20 laps to go now into the final stanza of this race.
Yes, sir. And there goes Weeks to complete the pass.
Always like to shout out our quickest lap of the race. Currently looking like Tyler Fody should have that locked away today with a 27.637, just a flyer of a lap. Take a look at drivers that have maybe come a bit from the back of the pack. Ryan Gable started 11. still has to make a pit stop here, running third.
Yeah, I think we're only going to have like 3 cars on the lead lap when all the pit stops are done.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of races at this track, pro and, feeder series, but I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.
No, I haven't.
Not even in like the touring series,
Matthew Weeks going by Dave Westergreen. D West holding on to a commanding top 10 here.
Great job by David Westergreen. I know this maybe hasn't been the most exciting race on the season, but I'm going to start my petition to restore this place to its former glory.
Amen. That's something we can all agree on.
I think I was talking to Carlos earlier, just flatten it down, rebuild it, how it used to be, put that infield road course back.
Tear up the pavement on the dog leg and plant grass again.
Yeah.
And give us back the curb. Justice for the curb.
Well, I've seen those, that infield too with the saguaro cactus.
Yeah. And move the start finish line back to where it belongs.
Somewhere that makes sense.
Yeah, but keep the flag stand. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The only good thing about New Phoenix.
It's funny watching the championship race. I noticed that they actually had installed some new grandstands down into the entry of turn 1 where they used to have the front stretch grandstands. They're like temporary grandstands. I'm like, oh, so they're putting them back up already. Like just fake like temporary ones, but still like, whoa, why'd you take those down?
Look, everyone, nature is healing.
Yeah.
So far, Ryan Gable and Daniel Gore still out on the racetrack. I think they still need to make one more pit stop.
Yeah. Seeing Gable at 67 laps right now.
We are at 10 laps to go from Phoenix.
Yeah, you see the amount of laps Gore and Thomas have on their stints.
I haven't seen anyone go more than 76, maybe 77, which is 2 to 3 laps shy of how many laps are remaining.
It's interesting, like, what may have happened if we had an extra caution or two? What could have happened here?
Yeah.
That's not over, guys.
Yeah, under 10 to go. Got a 3-second lead for Lytle over Fody.
Matthew Weeks is still about 4 seconds back, Ryan Gable, but he's, like we said, probably not going to have to worry about that since the 01 is still due for a final splash and go. Logan Helton is currently running just outside the top 5 in P6. Pitted much later than Matthew Weeks.
The Helton actually just jumped up into 5th. I believe Johnny Thomas just stopped.
Yep, Johnny is in for his last stop.
So good top 5 for Logan Helton.
Yeah, Logan showed a heck of a lot of speed tonight. Just didn't seem like quite nailed the strategy.
Yeah, if he had been able to start maybe up in the top 5, he could have had something for these guys when it was all said and done, but really had to fight through a few cars early on and cost him a bit of time without any caution flags.
Absolutely, as we got 5 laps to go, now 4 to go. Coming to 3 laps to go now. Gable is still on the racetrack.
It's been a couple weeks since Tate Lytle's put a win together, so I'm sure he's going to be happy to be back in victory lane if he can close out these final 3 laps.
Absolutely, and put an even further stranglehold on this championship. Off to turn 4, 2 laps to go from Phoenix. Got 4.7 seconds of an advantage over Tyler Fody. As here he is, coming off of turn 4, he's going to take the white flag at Phoenix. Man, there's just no more superlatives you can add to describe a dominant performance such as this for Tate Lytle.
How fitting he's in a Kevin Harvick painted car too, huh?
Absolutely, at one of Harv's best tracks in his career. The dominance continues on this 03 Cup Series season. Coming to the checker flag, Tate Lytle will win at Phoenix.
Great job.
Incredible, and it looks like Ryan Gable's gonna stretch it.
How is he doing that?
That is unbelievable.
Brings it home with a podium. Good job, Gable.
What a drive from Ryan Gable.
Wow.
He will round out the top 3.
Yeah, winner at Talladega and top 3 here at Phoenix. That's a great job.
And he just now ran out.
77 laps on that run.
Unbelievable.
Here comes Lytle to burn it down the front stretch.
Yes, sir. And as Tate burns it down, we're going to go ahead and take our commercial break, and we'll be back with you shortly. Alrighty, and we are back, and here are the final results from tonight's race. Your winner, Tate Lytle from Tyler Fody and Ryan Gable. Matthew Weeks and Logan Helton round out the top 5. Daniel Gore, Leighton Norgard, Cale Pocock, Frank Fody, and Dave Westergreen to round out the top 10. And take it away, Victor.
Yeah, 11th on back, we got Johnny Thomas, Trent Roloff, Dustin Dewar, David Phillips, and Mike Goodman rounding out the top 15. 16th was Sam Boutwell, Tyler Pop, Ryan Borges, Joey Bailey, and Andrew Hardcastle, the top 20. And Caleb Kumer and Joshua Chin rounding out the field, 22nd.
Alrighty, and now it's time to get to the interviews. First, we'll start off with our third place finisher of Ryan Gable.
Let me bring him on in, guys. Give me one moment. There we go.
Alright. Ryan, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, it's going well. First of all, how did you do it? How did you stretch the fuel like that?
Well, I stretched the fuel because on lap 1 I wrecked the crap out of my teammate and brought out the caution. And I thought I must have had damage, and I came in to fix it, topped off on fuel on lap 3 or whatever, and I didn't have any damage. And I still feel bad for causing that wreck, of course. Apologies to everyone in that. And then I came out of the pits and was kind of cruising. I was following Tyler Pop through the fields kind of slowly. I was feeling pretty good, though, in that long run. I mean, I stayed with him, and he's pretty quick here and everywhere. So it was nice to follow him through, and I got by him toward the end of the run. We drove from 21st up to, like, 5th, I think, before people started pitting. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I'll make it, but I might as well, go ahead and stretch it because I've got the couple extra laps of gas from pitting on lap 2 or 3, and I stretched it. It came down to me stretching it even at halfway or whatever it was when I pit. I stretched it one extra lap just because I didn't know how much it would really matter, and I pit and was like literally running out of gas coming down pit road to fill it up and make my one pit stop. And I came out and I was driving normal. Once the run started kind of getting long, I could tell that, maybe there's a chance. And with about 30 to go, I started clutching it, and I clutched it from 30 to go for every single lap, both ends of the track. So yeah, it came down. I ran out of gas crossing the line with 0.1 gallons left as I crossed the line, and Weeks was only a second behind me. So it was really, really close. I was monitoring lap times. Definitely shout out to Sim Racing Apps on my second monitor. Fantastic free little software I've been using literally for 5 years that I can see everyone else's lap times, and it gives me a delta on fuel based on like my last 2 laps, so I could tell by clutching it one end of the track it wasn't saving enough, but once I clutched it both ends of the track and started going around, it was telling me I was going to make it by the just hair on my chin. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I don't know if I've ever been involved in a fuel mileage race like that, and it was really just me that was involved in it, so made it interesting.
That it did. That was an unreal performance by you. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you like to give?
Yeah, definitely shout out Dave Huck being on the hood of the car. It's nice to get some top 3 time here. Last one out at Talladega, get a top 3 here, which is nice. I wish I had made all these races and didn't have a couple bad ones in the middle. Maybe I could have been in a better spot. Fody and Tate there dominate the series here as of late, so they're going to have a nice little duel at the end for the championship. But man, if I hadn't missed a race or 2 and maybe didn't wreck a time or 2, could have been in that top 3 hunt for the championship. But still fun coming out here. These cars are a lot of fun. The track and car was actually a lot of fun to drive. The racing might not have been fantastic. I had a good time, but I might be a little biased, and I had a different situation than everyone else did. So it was a fun car track combo, and really enjoyed it. So thanks to Chad, obviously, for putting it on, and you guys up here in the booth putting on a good broadcast. I'll have to watch it back, and all the Lake Norman guys for running tonight. Sorry to Caleb, of course. I wrecked him on lap 1, but thanks to him for wrecking, because if he didn't have that happen, then I probably wouldn't have run this good. So I guess it worked out. But think I had a tally in the last one, so crap, I probably have to start last next week. But you know what? Finished third. It's all right. I'm not in the points hunt. It was definitely my mistake, and move on. But happy with the result.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Ryan, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. We'll see you guys.
Alrighty, now toss it over to Victor to talk to our runner-up.
Yeah, thanks, James.
Go ahead and move him on up. There you go, guys.
All right, here's our second place finisher, Tyler Fody. Welcome to the booth. Great run today. Just a little short of coming up with that victory, but had a few shots at Tate through the pit cycles, getting right to his rear bumper. You think you might have been able to get around and hold him off if you were able to make that pass, or did you have anything for Tate tonight?
Yeah, well, no, I did not. But getting in front of him through one of those cycles would have made it a whole lot more interesting. Yeah, it was real tough to pass in general. If someone was equal to you, you kind of needed some circumstance there. But yeah, he was just so quick. I mean, this is easily one of his top 5 tracks, I'd say. And yeah, he showed it tonight. I was trying everything that I could, and realized on that first run that I was going to be about a tenth or so off of him, which let me tell you, it really sucks to be just barely off instead of really off, because you just get to watch him slowly drive away, get a little bigger or a little farther. So yeah, just had to, in the pit cycles, try and catch him off guard, but he was right on top of it, getting into the pits the very next lap every time. And I maybe had like a 5-lap window out of the pits to try and do something. Got close a couple times, but really nothing that was going to turn into anything there. I needed him to maybe miss a lap or so after I had pit, but he was on it tonight, so props to him.
Yeah, you're doing a great job with the undercut. It was a great plan there, and you guys did incredible, both you and Tate, nearly lapping the entire field, so shout out to both of you. Just a great job here today. With 3 races now left in the season, though, you got Pocono, Texas, and Homestead. Any of those tracks stick out to you as favorites, or anything that you're looking forward to?
I mean, I like all of them. I feel like we'll be really good at all of them. Unfortunately, Tate will say the same thing, and I'm going to need a little bit more than just beating him by a spot or 2 at this point to try and make a run at this title, but you know, anything can happen, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to all those races, and we'll just try and do the best we can with each of them.
Yeah, well, best of luck to you in the remainder of the season. Great finish again tonight here at Phoenix. Any shout-outs or plugs you'd like to get before we let you go?
Yeah, just the Lake Norman guys there. Gavel pulling off the fuel mileage there to steal a podium. That was cool. Shout out to Caleb and my dad as well. Gavel destroyed Caleb immediately, so he didn't really have a fun night. But always fun running with those guys, and my dad, I think, pulled out a good top 10. So long night. We're all wore out and sore after this one. Don't normally get to run that many green laps, but yeah, shout out to them, and shout out to you guys here, Carlos, James, and Victor up here doing the cameras and the commentary. Always appreciate that, and fun watching these back. So hopefully we'll be talking to y'all every week from here on out, but we'll see. Yeah,
I agree. Hopefully we'll see you in the next 3 weeks here. Good job again, Tyler, and congratulations on the finish.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll send it back over to James for our winner.
Yes, sir. Time to talk to the man of the hour.
He is
Tate,
up on
James
in here.
in the booth. He got a copy.
Yeah, gotcha.
Man, what a dominant performance. That was unreal, the job you and Tyler did. That was one of the most dominant performances Victor and I have seen. Just take us through your night.
I mean, I had big hopes going into the race. Phoenix, especially the old Phoenix, has always been pretty good to me over the years, and I've won a few races in different series and different cars, and I was hoping that it'd be more of the same tonight, and I think getting the pole was a big thing because I don't know. I mean, I would have had to wear Fody out or get him on pit strategy or something. It was just gonna be so hard to pass. So, thankfully, during the 2 pit cycles, we were able to stay in front of him. The warmer tires had me stressed out a little bit, especially with the lap cars. There was a couple times where he probably could have moved me out of the way, but thankfully he didn't. And yeah, long run thing was hooked up. So good to get win number 5. Been a pretty good season. Hopefully we can close out the deal the last 3 weeks and go get ourselves a trophy.
Yes, sir. Were you expecting this race to be so clean and straightforward?
I mean, I expected to only have. I was hoping to get like 25 cars. I think we ended up with 22. Next year, when we race a little bit more often and don't take so many weeks off, hopefully that'll work itself out a bit. But I mean, with the older tracks, the cautions don't fly as easily. If it's off the track, it's normally not a yellow. So I was hoping with 22 cars and an older track that we'd be able to get some green flag action, and thankfully that's what we got.
Yeah, well, it was another incredible performance for you, and you really put a stranglehold on the title now. Any sponsors, plugs, and shoutouts you like to give?
Yeah, shout out Brent Wentz. Dave's gone by Vintage Racing Apparel. He's been on the car for forever, since I've really been doing this 5 or 6 years ago. Got to plug him. I'd shout out Dad. Normally Dad watches, but he's out trying to kill an elk, so hopefully he's bagged a good one, and we'll hopefully next week or 2 weeks. I don't even know when we race again. He can watch, but yeah, glad we were able to get another win. I didn't expect it to be 5 seconds ahead of Fody and 20 seconds ahead of third, but we'll take it.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you, Tate, and hopefully we're talking to you next time.
I would like that. We'll catch you guys later.
Alrighty, there is our race winner, Tate Lytle, and I believe that does it for us here at Phoenix. Victor, what are your final thoughts on that one?
Oh, well, that was just, like we said, the most dominant performance maybe of the season, but one of the most I've ever seen at Phoenix International Race. Just a great job by Tate Lytle and Tyler Fody. Great job, Ryan Gable. One last thing I'd like to say is I just love this place so much. Can we just stay in 2003? Can we just stay here? Is that okay? Like, not go anywhere?
Amen to that.
Great job here today, James. Just a great race, and really enjoy the broadcast here with you and Carlos. So amazing season, and I'm looking forward to the last 3 weeks.
Yes, sir. Well, believe it's time to get the heck on out of here for my broadcast partners, Victor Aldrich and Carlos Acosta. I'm James